One. Hey, good idea. Let's go, dude. Okay. Go. Hey, check one. Watch one. Let's go. Ready to make some. Roll two. All right, good two. Let's go. job, nice job. One, guys. Hey, boys, let's go. Fire me the fuck up. Let's go. Hey, let's go. That's it. We're not over. Let's go. I do have 60 now. They should be here soon. Yeah, there's Union.
All right, everything's finally underway. We got sound here, and we're in the bottom of the first inning. Tie game, NHTI versus CMCC, Central Maine Community College. It's the Lynx versus the Mustangs. Bottom of the first, scoreless. Richie Tebow just hit a single over the shortstop's head for the Lynx' first hit of the season. Tebow goes for the steal, slides in safely. Throw from the catcher, just a tad high. Now up to bat for the Lynx, number 5 shortstop, Cole Johnston. Player of the Year in 2020 in the spring. And now getting back to work here in the fall. Johnson sends one out towards center field. That one is grabbed. Tebow will hold at second base. Pitching for the Mustangs is Craig Burnett. And now stepping up to the plate for the Lynx is number 21, Josh McDonald.
3, 2, 1.
Watches the first one in the dirt. Tebow goes on the wild pitch, takes third easily. One out in the bottom of the first. Josh McDonald with a chance to knock in the go-ahead run. Burnett ready to deal. Fastball high, fouled off by McDonald. Off-speed pitch grounded toward shortstop. Tebow goes home. He will score. Throw over to first. Enough to get McDonald, but the Lynx go up 1-0 here over the Mustangs.
Let's go 2-0.
That brings up number 20, Teddy Hanuski. Hope I said that right. Watches one go in the dirt for ball one. Watches a fastball just high for ball two. And that one in for a strike to the Lynx cleanup hitter. The 2-0 pitch. Change up slightly low, fouled just to the right of the first base bag. Two balls, two strikes to Teddy Hanuski. Curveball. That one hit toward the third base side, called foul again. Slicing by both bags here. Teddy's doing a good job just spoiling these good pitches from Burnett. Another curveball. That one lined foul again. Hanuski fighting in this at-bat. Watches a fastball high. Good take right there. Second time he's done that in the at-bat. Worked himself into a full count. The payoff pitch from Burnett. Fastball again, swung on, missed. And the Mustangs make it out of the inning, giving up just one run. At the end of one, it's 1-0 Lynx over Central Maine.
2. Let's get it, Isaiah.
And we're back with inning number 2. Top half here. First offering from Isaiah Gutierrez, thrown high for a ball. Second pitch low for ball 2. Keith Hooker, the designated hitter, the batter right now for the Mustangs. Current score is 1-0 Lynx. The 2-0 pitch called a low ball. Gutierrez thought he had that one. Oh, tried to sell it, but a strike called there.
You ain't gonna let him have it. Here we go. Come on, Isaiah.
Gutierrez here throws another strike. That one put into play toward third base, trying to make the running play, but he's going to have to eat it instead. And Keith Hooker has himself a base hit, the Mustangs' first of the game. That brings up number 21, the catcher, Shane Sullivan. After the leadoff base hit from the Mustangs. Pickoff try here. Keith gets back in time. Goes on the first pitch. Kyle Slate the throw down, off target. And Central Maine's got a man on second with no outs. A 1-1 now to Sullivan. The Lynx made it out of the top of the first inning, giving up 2 base runners, but they were left stranded. That one lined into center field. Keith Hooker rounds third, headed toward the plate. The throw not in time. Heads behind the catcher, Kyle Slate, going for 3 now. Is Shane Sullivan. He will be standing up with a triple. And this one is all tied up, 1 apiece. That's going to bring up number 9, the shortstop, Brendan Gore. First pitch to Gore, swung on and missed. High fastball, effective. The 0-1 in the dirt. Not trying to steal home. Gutierrez, the 1-1 to Gore. That one looked at for a strike. Another wild pitch here. That one gets away from Slate. And in comes the pinch runner. Craig Burnett there running for his catcher. Scores the go-ahead run. Still no outs here. 2-2 count. That one missed high, bringing us full. Looked at for ball 4, and the Mustangs have a base runner again. Still no outs here in the top of the second for NHTI. Ronaldo Rodriguez, right fielder for the Mustangs, watches that one for ball 1. Gutierrez takes a look, doesn't throw. That one swung on and missed. Two one count now to Rodriguez. That one grounded toward third base. Fair ball. Diving was the third baseman, Mcdonald, but couldn't quite get a glove on it. That one rolls out into left field. Both runners taking 2 bases on the shallow ground ball down the line. Second and third here, still no outs. And the Mustangs lineup turns over. Now up number 12, Jimmy Reid. Jimmy Reid almost won Player of the Year last year with a batting average of .425, slugging .582 in his freshman season. Gutierrez's first one is popped up to shallow right center field, making the catch out there and throwing it in, but to no avail to stop the run. And that'll go down as a sacrifice fly for Jimmy Reid. Zach Mann lines one into center. That'll drop for another RBI. The Central Maine second baseman finds himself on first. Mustangs lead 4-1. 1-1 pitch here, fouled off toward the first base side. And making the catch there on what was a hit-and-run attempt almost turned into a double play. And Yuski over at first made the catch. And the Lynx finally have 2 outs in the inning. Going on simultaneously is the girls' soccer game. Playing Bristol Community College, the Bayhawks visiting. And NHTI Lynx just went up 1-0 in that game. And we see ball 2 in the dirt here. That one grounded hard over to third base. Cole Johnston there with the backup throw over to first. And he got him! Cole Johnston with a backup play gets the third and final out of the second inning here for the Lynx. Going into the bottom of the second, the Central Maine Mustangs lead NHTI 4-1. And we're back here with the bottom of the second. As Swisher fouls off the first one. Isaac Swisher, the left fielder for the Lynx. Fouls off another one the same way. Swisher finds himself down 0-2 quickly to Craig Burnett, who deals that one high. And another foul ball, identical to the previous two, sent toward the soccer fields. The 1-2 again from Burnett. Another high fastball, taken for ball 2. Both NHTI and Central Maine last year finished with a conference record of 5-4. As that 2-2 curveball drops in there for a looking strike 3. That brings up Matt Fortier, sophomore for the Lynx with one out. Watches the first offering for a ball. And ball two taken high. Fortier is going to be the designated hitter for Gutierrez today. Also plays infield.
I don't think so. And you know what they say. We gotta let it go. Oh, and it's also
3-0 the pitch. That one drops in for a strike. The 3-1 swung on, missed, bringing us full. Burnett trying to battle all the way back. And the payoff, a high strike taken for ball four, and the Lynx have a base runner. That brings up right fielder Connor Stacy.
Hey, Stacy. Hey, Stacy, let's go, kid. Come on.
Runner goes, throw down, and it's a good one, but a good slide still, though. Got him at second base. Matty Fortier gets thrown out at second, caught stealing. There are now two down here in the bottom of the second. And strike three swinging down go the Lynx. Ready to go here for inning number 3 between Central Maine and NHTI. Up now the 5-hitter for the Mustangs.
Hey, you're good too. Here we go, two. Here we go, two.
Gutierrez fastball down the first base line. And that one finds its way into right field for a single. Garen Prost with his first hit of the season.
Hey, you're good, 20. Here we go, two. Five.
And we're back after a pitching change for NHTI. Now in the lefty, Owen Bernier, his first one high and away for ball one. Keith Hooker, the batter here with a man on first. Central Maine Mustangs lead 4-1 over NHTI here in the top of the third. Pickoff move there, runs Aaron and out of play. That'll be a free base. Garen Post now on second. No outs, Keith Hooker the batter, still a 1-0 count. A 1-0 pitch here. High fastball fouled straight back. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed by Keith Hooker. And the 2-2. Another fastball. Spoiled there by 34. Bernier fastball low, got him, throw down to second, but Garen Post makes it back easily. When Bernier strikes out the first batter he faces as a Lynx, and there's one out here in the third. That brings up Shane Sullivan, who hit a single that turned into 3 bases his first time around. Watches strike one go by. Second pitch here, fouled straight back. Might be playable for Slate, but he's going to watch it drift right over the fence. And now Sullivan quickly down 0-2 against Bernier. The 0-2 pitch coming in. Change up, thrown over the heart of the plate. Swung on and fought off. Bernier comes set the 0-2 again. Low changeup. That one blooped over the second baseman's head. And rounding third here is Post. The throw home, no cutoff. Slate gets it. Just not in time to get Post throw down to second, though, and Slate fires down and out as Shane Sullivan tried to stretch a single into a double. That was Sullivan's second hit for his second RBI. But now there are 2 down for NHTI. And up to the plate is number 9, Brandon Gore, the shortstop for the Mustangs. Watches a strike drop in there. Second pitch fastball hot. Third pitch of the at-bat is fouled off, and we've got a 1-2 count here. Good day for opening day, just about 78 degrees, sunny, pretty much cloudless. Probably catching ourselves a sunburn, but that's okay. Fall ball is back. Strike 3 called. Bernier effective in his first inning of college action. Going into the bottom of the third, we've got a 5-1 score. Central Maine lead over NHTI. And we're ready to go here in the bottom half of the third inning. Kyle Slate with his first at bat. Watches ball one, whiz right above his head.
Here we go, Kyle!
Kyle Slate, one of the Lynx returners last year, hit a grand slam against Central Maine. Takes a big hack at the second offering.
Come on, Kyle! Come on, kid!
Kyle had a 321 average and a 415 slugging percentage, but a 514 on base percentage. Off speed looked at for ball three, and Kyle's found himself in a hitter's count. Bernier didn't like that call, thought that changeup might have dropped in there. And the 3-1 watched out high again, and Kyle Slate gets on base for his first at-bat of the year. And that's going to bring up number 6, Brent Clunin, one of the outfielders for NHTI today. Bernier's first one fired in for a high strike. Sorry, Burnett's first one. That one tries to find the same target, but looked at for a ball. Two one fired in for a strike. Clunin showed bunt, but did not continue to offer. Kyle Slate stands on first base after a leadoff walk. And we have a 2-2 count to Clunin. Burnett, the offering. Off speed, up high, throw down to second on the Slate steal. Kyle Slate's in there for his first stolen base. And we've got a 3-2 count at the dish. Not the best pitch to run on. High pitch catcher in a good position to throw, but Slate able to burn down to second and swipe the bag. Full count here to the 9-hitter Clunin. Strike 3 swinging. And the Lynx lineup turns over as Richie Tebow comes back up to the plate with a man in scoring position and 1 out. Richie Tebow watches that one go for ball 1. He's got the Lynx' only hit and run so far. Single into left field his last time up. Watches ball 2 run high. Swings on a high fastball. That one popped up into left field. Routine play made out there, holding Kyle Slate at second base. And that brings up the 2-hitter, number 5, Cole Johnston. Flied out to center his first time around. Yankee Small College Conference Player of the Year in the spring, looking for his first hit of the fall of 2022. Had a great play in the field in the top of the second. Finds himself in a hitter's count. Two-0 count, 2 down. Kyle Slate on second. Cole Johnston, the batter, the pitch. That one looked at. Middle for a strike. Burnett ready on the 2-1. The pitch off speed. Swinging strike 2. Johnston out in front that time, looking for a fastball. Thought he had a high one to belt. Gets a fastball that time, pops it straight back, may be playable near the fence, and the catch is made for the 3rd out. Lynx strand one on second, and we head into the top of the 4th, still 5-1 Mustangs. And we're back for the top half of the fourth inning. Bernier still out there on the bump for the Lynx. Throws a first pitch strike in. At the dish for the Mustangs is number 2, Ronaldo Rodriguez. Right fielder down 0-2 early as he looks at strike number 2. Third one, off speed, swung on and missed. And Bernier gets the first one on a K. Top of the order here is Jimmy Reid, the center fielder for the Mustangs, steps in. Watches ball one go by. The 2-0 to the Mustang center fielder. Fired in for a strike. Off-speed pitch runs off the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike the count here to Jimmy Reid. Fastball runs up and in, and Jimmy Reid is on first base with a walk. That brings up number 4, second baseman Zach Mann, with a man on and 1 out. Bernier's first one good for a strike on the outer half of the plate. Hanuski holds on Reid at first. Pickoff try. Reid back in easily. Second pitch of the at-bat fired in just as the first for a strike. And down to an 0-2 count quickly is Zach Mann. Pickoff goes high, but reeled in by Teddy Haniowski. That one almost found its way into the dugout. And the 0-2 is outside, fired down to first by Slate, but too far off the bag. Hanuski not able to grab it into right field, and advancing 2 bases is Jimmy Reid. And now Zach Mann has a man on third with 1 out. A sacrifice would mean the Mustangs would lead 6-1. And the 1-2, high fastball. A non-competitive pitch there taken for ball 2. That one swung on, missed. And Bernier gets the strikeout swinging. Now the 3-hitter Colton Frisbee, the big left fielder for the Mustangs. Chance here with a man on third and 2 out. Bernier's first pitch hits him in the shin guard. And he'll take a free pass to first base. That'll bring up the Mustangs' cleanup hitter, Caden Truman. With a man on first and third. First one swung at, missed behind the fastball from Bernier. Oh, and that one runs inside and hits Truman, and now the bases will be loaded against Garen Post, the 5-hitter for the Mustangs. After a mound visit, we've got ball one here to the 5-hitter, Garen Post. Walked his first time up. Second pitch here, fastball fouled off toward the right side. Post pulls it a bit, and we've got a Lynx play in the bullpen, it looks like. One of the relief pitchers making a grab over there. A 1-1 count to the first baseman Post. Bases loaded. 2 outs here. That one, high fastball fouled straight back. Bernier's been good in his college debut so far, trying to make his way out of this bases loaded jam. Ball 2 thrown low. Two-two count, bases loaded. Bernier off speed high. And we've got a full count here to Garen Post. Bases loaded, full count. Bernier's payoff pitch. In for a strike, flied out to center field. Routine play, and the Lynx find their way out of it. The Mustangs leave 3 stranded. They still lead the Lynx 5-1. And we're back in here for the bottom half of the fourth inning. Leading off for the Lynx is number 21, Josh Mcdonald, the third baseman. Has the Lynx only hit this time around? Couldn't hold on the second offering, and McDonald was down 0-2. 3-4-5, the order here due up for the Lynx. The 0-2 offering to McDonald, cut on, fouled off, straight back, stays alive. McDonald grounds one to second base. Throw over to first, and they've got him for the first out of the inning. Zach Mann to Garen Post. And that brings up Teddy Hanuski for the Lynx. Hanuski swings and misses at the first one. Watches the second one. 1-1 the count. Hanuski grounded first base side his first time up as the Lynx come through facing Craig Burnett for their second time. Pops one up, foul toward the right side. No play to be made by the Lynx bullpen. 2-2 count to Hanuski. Teddy staring down the 2-2 count. Takes ball 3 high. And the payoff pitch here from Burnett. Curveball. Nearly dropped in, but Hanuski takes it outside. And he'll walk down to first. That's going to bring up outfielder Isaac Swisher. Lynx have one man on, one out here. Bottom half of the fourth, down 5-1. Swisher stands in against Burnett for the second time. Flies one out toward right center field. The catch is made out there by Rodriguez. And there are 2 down. Designated hitter Matt Fortier comes in for his second at bat. And that one runs up, catches his arm, and the Lynx have 2 on base. First and second with 2 down. Connor Stacy will step up to the dish. In a big spot for the Lynx with 2 outs. Burnett's first pitch. Fastball taken for a strike. Second one fastball taken high. 1-1 the count. That one grounded hard up the middle, makes its way through. Teddy rounding third, getting the sign to hold up. And the Lynx load the bases off of the Connor Stacy single. That brings up number 23, the catcher, Kyle Slate, who, like I mentioned earlier, hit his only home run against Central Maine, a grand slam and a doubleheader against them in the spring. There was a lot of wind blowing out to left field that day, and there's none today. So let's hope he got stronger. Take strike one.
Here we go, Kyle!
Second one ripped up high, but Slate just in front of it, looking for extra bases with that hack. And the 0-2 with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Burnett deals. Fastball high, 1-2 the count.
Hey, boys, let's go. Get loud. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, 2-3. Here we go, Kyle. Get a piece, kid.
Burnett drops in a curveball, swinging and missing his Slate. And just as the Mustangs do, the Lynx will leave 3 stranded. After 4 innings, we've still got a 5-1 scoreline. Central Maine Mustangs lead over the NHTI Lynx. And we're ready to go here in the 5th inning as Keith Hooker steps in for his 3rd at-bat of the game. Going into the 5th, the Mustangs lead 5-1 over the Lynx. Ernie are still out there pitching for NHTI. His first one taken high for ball 1. First half of this game is kind of breezed by as these teams are scheduled to play 9 today. That curveball fouled off third base side. scheduled to play 9 in what was originally supposed to be a doubleheader played tomorrow. But with games this weekend and fall ball not mattering quite as much as spring baseball, these two teams opted to play 9 today. Curveball taken high for ball number 2. And the 2-1 here to Keith. Curveball again. That one laced between third and shortstop, in for a single. That's going to bring up Sean Sullivan, who's got 2 hits already. Last time a single into right field scored a run, but Sullivan tried to stretch the single into a double and was gunned down by Kyle Slate. Bernier's first pitch to Sullivan. Runner goes, throw down. It's a good one, and he got him. Kyle Slate shoots down another as Keith Hooker is caught stealing. Second one grounded up the middle. Tebow makes the play over to first. And the Lynx have 2 quick outs here in the 5th inning. That's going to bring up Brandon Gore, the 8-hitter for the Mustangs. Owen Bernier working quick through the 3rd, 4th, and now 5th inning. First pitch taken for strike number 1. Bernier's second offering is fouled far along the left side. Gore with a good barrel on it. Not quite timed up, though. Oh, 0-2, the pitch from Bernier. Off speed, fouled straight back. Still out in front of it is Gore. That one misses high. 1-2 the count now to Gore. Bernier winds up the pitch, low off speed taken for ball 2. Top of the 5th, 2 down, 2-2 the count to Gore. Fastball in there, got him. Bernier gets a 1-2-3 inning here in the 5th. And the Lynx head to bat. And we're back with the bottom half of the fifth. Brent Clunin here leading off for the Lynx. Watches strike one go by upstairs. Swings at pitch number 2. 1-1 the count. So far in this game, Craig Burnett, the Mustangs pitcher, has thrown 4 innings, giving up just 1 run, striking out 5. He's walked 3 and hit a batter as well. That one goes in for ball 2. Off speed, looked at low. Clunin works a full count here. The Lynx order turns after this. The 3-2 pitch swung on, missed. Clunin goes down swinging, and that brings up Richie Tebow again. Curveball looked at for a low, strike 1. And fastball taken high for ball number 1. So far in the game, Tebow has 2 at-bats. He has scored a run and has a hit so far with 2 stolen bases. The 1-1 swung on right center. Ranging over is Rodriguez to make the catch. And there are 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. Cole Johnston 0-2 so far with a couple of flyouts, steps to the plate for NHTI, as Craig Burnett has worked quickly through this 5th inning. That one, again, flied straight up in the infield, ranging in the third baseman for the Mustangs, and making the play is Caden Truman, putting the Lynx down in 1-2-3 fashion. 5-1, still the score, headed into the 6th inning, and we'll be right back. And we're back here with the top of the 6th. NHTI facing Central Maine. The Mustangs right now lead 5-1 over the NHTI Lynx. Owen Bernier still on the mound. His 4th inning of work here, coming in long relief. Is going to face right fielder Orlando Rodriguez, who looks at a curveball low. Bernie's second pitch, fastball fouled off toward the third base side, out of play. Rodriguez flies out to center, one down here in the sixth. Leadoff hitter Jimmy Reid steps in for Central Maine Mustangs, watches ball one go low. Reid into plate appearances today, has a pair of walks, fouls this one over in the direction of third base. Ranging back is Mcdonald, makes the catch in foul territory. On the run, not an easy play. Josh McDonald able to reel it in. And there's a baby behind me who loved that play. Strike one cut at there by Zach Mann. Gotta love commentating NHTI games. Helicopters fly over my head. There's always a toddler who's very vocal as this one is flied over to first base, staying in fair territory. Under it here is Tebow, makes the catch. And 1, 2, 3 in back-to-back innings, the Lynx doing a good job of holding the Mustangs to this 5-1 scoreline. We'll be back with the bottom half of the sixth. Mason Booker in to pitch now for Craig Burnett, who had worked well through 5 innings, holding the Lynx to 1 run. This is Mason Booker's first appearance for the Central Maine Mustangs. The right-handed freshman tasked with, hopefully, for his team holding the Lynx over the next 3 frames. NHTI have 9 outs to work with and 4 runs to get to tie this one back up. And due up, we've got Josh McDonald, Tenny Hanuski, and Isaac Swisher. 3, 4, 5.
2-1.
McDonald steps in. Fouls off the first one. 0-1 the count to Mason Booker's first batter.
Yeah, that came out real bad, my friend.
The 0-1 fouled off the same direction. There's a youth soccer game going on over there. As the third one in a row is fouled off that way towards some little kids. Jeez. Youth soccer, NHTI, make sure you bring a helmet. McDonald down 0-2, swings. That one's fair. Scooped up by the shortstop. Still needs to throw over to first, and in time. McDonald thought he lined out in the air. Home plate umpire calling it a ground ball. Oh, I guess he called it to catch. Everyone but the NHTI dugout was wrong there. Either way. One down, line out to shortstop. That brings up Teddy Heniuski, the 4-hitter for the Lynx. Strike one, middle. And the 0-1 fouled straight back. Heniuski down 0-2 here. Booker the pitch, that one fouled off toward the right side behind the batting cage. Curveball fouled off again. The 0-2 again, cut on and fouled. Heniuski continues to fight here against Mason Booker. Booker gets the sign for the 0-2. That one, Heniuski didn't hold up, throw over to first. And the drop, third strike for out number 2. That brings up Isaac Swisher, the left fielder. First pitch, fastball low and outside. That one line toward right field, foul. Good piece there from Swisher, just over the line, as he was almost looking at extra bases. 1-1 the count, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Booker winds up. And that one drops in there, swinging strike two. Fastball high, strike three, got him. Mason Booker with a good debut. 1, 2, 3, go the Lynx. And headed to the seventh we go. Mustangs still lead 5-1. Top of the seventh set to be underway with Bernier still pitching. And the three-hitter Colton Frisbee takes a hack and fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Second pitch taken in for a ball. And now a 2-1 count as that one missed inside. Foul tipped moves us to a 2-2 count. Frisbee so far this game has a sacrifice and also a ground out. The 2-2 from Bernier. Off speed, down low, blocked by Slate. Moves us over to a full count. Both teams scoreless in the last 3 innings has made this game start to fly by. Frisbee takes first base on the walk. After all 6 runs in this game were scored in the first 3, you thought it was going to be quite the long, drawn-out game, but that's not the case here. Things could change. We're still playing 9. Bernier's first pitch runs inside. Nearly hits the 4-hitter Caden Truman. But instead it's ball 1. Truman shoots one. Caught over there at first base. Trying to double him up. But makes it back in time. 1 out down as Caden Truman shoots one over to Mcdonald over that third base. Gloved easily. Didn't even have to move his feet. And the cleanup hitter is retired. Pickoff attempt back in easily. Garen Post, the first baseman, the batter here. He's got a hit and a run scored as that one has popped up over toward us, nearby the fence, sliding, and was Slate, couldn't make the play. Owen won the count here to Post, one down in the top of the seventh. Owen Bernier in his fifth inning of work here for NHTI in long relief. Throws the 0-1 in for a looking strike two. Post watches that one go by, 1-2 the count. Colton Frisbee still standing over on first base for the Mustangs. Their first base runner in 3 innings. That one runs wild by the glove of Slate, and advancing easily is going to be Frisbee. And the 2-2 from Bernier. Off speed, drifts to the outside, taken for a ball. And again, to a full count we go. Payoff pitch for Bernier. Fastball. Got him swinging. Throw down to second. Back in time easily. But Garen Post goes down swinging on a full count. And there are 2 down in the top of the 7th. That brings up Keith Hooker, who struck out swinging last time around. He's got 2 hits so far in this game, 1 run scored. Takes the first pitch low, but it's in there for a strike on a nice cut fastball. Bernier throws a fastball with a little bit of cut to it, a changeup, and slider curveball. Curveball tossed in, threw it low where he wanted to, but Hooker didn't offer. 1-1 the count. And the 2-1 to the Mustangs' designated hitter. In for a swinging strike way out in front. And Bernier's worked his way back into a 2-2 count. Trying to put down this third and final out of the 7th inning and leave a man stranded on second. And get NHTI the bats back in their hands. The 2-2 swung on, missed. Got him, and Bernier's fired up. Headed into the bottom of the 7th now. As Bernier continues his quick work, we've still got the 5-1 scoreline. Central Maine lead over the Lynx. And we're all set to go here in the bottom of the seventh. 6-7-8 due up for the Lynx. Matt Fortier, Connor Stacy, Kyle Slate. Mason Booker still on the mound for Central Maine as they lead this game 5-1 over NHTI. First pitch taken for a strike by Fortier, who's been hit by a pitch and walked so far in this game. The second offering fouled back toward the right side and out of play. Mason Booker for the Mustangs working quick, throwing strikes. Up in the count 0-2 here. Trying to put Fortier away. And a fastball runs just inside off the plate. Fortier's done a good job working the counts for NHTI. And he takes ball two. A 2-2 curveball grounded up the middle, ranging over, making a sliding play at second. Throw brings the first baseman up off the bag, and Fortier's got himself a base knock. An infield hit for Matty Fortier's first hit of the 2022 season. That brings up Connor Stacy, the right fielder. Mason Booker's first offering. A fastball swung on over the third baseman's head. The Lynx with back-to-back hits. Fortier thought about going three, but holds up at second. Back-to-back base knocks here for NHTI. Puts a couple ducks on the pond. And now the catcher, Kyle Slate, stepping up to the plate. Struck out swinging last time around. Left the bases loaded. Here has a chance with two runners on. Booker's first pitch to Slate. Off speed, Slate out in front looking for a fastball. Swings through it. Second pitch fastball low off the plate. 1-1 the count. Kyle Slate hit .304 last season, slugged .464 with an on-base percentage just above 50. The umpire says he did look like he held up from where I'm sitting, which is the angle. But nevertheless, 1-2 the count. No outs here, two men on. Booker the pitch. Fastball off the plate, 2-2 now the count. Kyle Slate's been sitting fastball this at-bat. We'll see what Booker goes to here on the 2-2. Trying to work his first out of the inning. Goes back to the fastball. That one fought off straight back. And out of play. Slate stays alive. And the 2-2 again from Booker. Off speed. Has to be blocked. Runners hold up, and we've got a full count here. Full count, two men on. Lynx chasing 4 runs. Mason Booker set 3-2, the payoff. Slate swings, misses, and down he goes. One down here in the seventh, still 2 men on. And up to bat now, making his first at-bat for the Lynx, is Noah Santiago, the left-handed freshman. First pitch fastball runs inside, brushes Santiago back off the plate. Pickoff move towards second. Almost runs into center field, but Brandon Gore is able to jump and bring it back. Kind of a weird pickoff. Matty Fortier was taking all of a 3-foot lead back there. But Mason Booker sensed danger. And the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Santiago now sitting in a 1-1 count. 2 men on, 1 down here in the seventh. Curveball off the glove of Booker. Rounding third, coming home. And the Lynx are back on the board with the first run in 5 innings for them. Crossing the plate is Matty Fortier, scoring all the way from second. And Noah Santiago, in his first at-bat for NHTI, has an RBI single. First and third situation for the Lynx here as they've finally gotten a run back in this game. The score is 5-2 Central Maine lead. And Richie Tebow fouls one over toward the Lynx dugout, well out of play. The 0-1 to Tebow. A 1-1 to Tebow, high again for ball number 2. First and third still, the 2-1 pitch. Change up, fouled over our direction. Looks like it's out of play. And you probably heard it hit on top of the Lynx dugout. That brings us to a 2-2 count. There is 1 down here. 7th inning, Lynx still chasing 3 runs. Tying run at the plate, go-ahead run, Cole Johnston in the on-deck circle. Richie Tebow has a hit and a run scored so far this game. And the 2-2. Off speed low. Taken for a ball, and Tebow works a full count. Full count, first and third, 1 down. Booker, the payoff pitch, fastball, fought off by Tebow. Challenged with a low fastball there, but Tebow able to spoil it. And now he has a chance to see something a little better. That one scorched into right field. Rodriguez able to range back and make the play. Tagging from third and scoring is going to be Connor Stacy, and the Lynx are now back within 2. It's a 5-3 game. And now up to bat, the shortstop, Cole Johnston. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts so far. He's been just under the ball. Always looking for a high fastball. Led the conference in slugging last year. He hit an insane .397 with a .500 on-base percentage and slugging .776. Slugging percentage, for those of you that don't know, takes into account, on average, how many bases a batter gets per at-bat. It doesn't factor in walks or hit by pitches. It's all base hits. So a .774 slugging percentage means you can rely on his bat to get you at least a base 75% of the time. And now in pitching for the Mustangs is number 34, Keith Hooker, who was the designated hitter, now moves to the mound. Keith Hooker ready to deal to Cole Johnston. With Noah Santiago on first base. Runs a fastball inside. Cole Johnston, the batter, represents the tying run here in this game as we sit in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs. The 1-0 slapped along the right side. Ranging over is the second baseman, able to throw out Johnston for the out as Zach Mann records his 3rd putout of the game. We're headed to the top of the 8th. This one just got closer, 5-3. The Mustangs lead. We'll be right back. And we're back here for the top half of the 8th inning. In the pitch for the Lynx is number 3, Elias Jenkins, and out to center field is number 6, Brent Clunin. First pitch off speed, thrown high for a ball. Batting right now for the Mustangs is number 21, Shane Sullivan. Watches that one go by for a strike. 1-1 the count. Jenkins throws ball 2 to Sullivan here. Sullivan's had himself a good game with a pair of hits, single and a double so far. And the 2-1. That one lofted into right field, ranging in here, but it will drop just left of the foul line into fair territory for a single. Connor Stacy not able to catch up to that one and make the catch. Little blooper for Sullivan, and he's on base with a hit for the 3rd time today. That brings up Brandon Gore for the Mustangs, the 8-hitter, playing shortstop. He'll bat with a man on first. And into pinch run for Shane Sullivan is number 1, Hunter Warren. Courtesy runner for the catcher. First pitch fastball high for a strike, thrown down, ball popping out of Tebow's hand. The throw was in time, but the baseball popping out of the glove there means that Warren is safe down there with a stolen base. Oh, and 1 the count here to Gore. Jenkins comes set, and the pitch. Gore shows bunt, but watches it go by. And Jenkins set again. Gore shows bunt one more time, dribbles this one down toward third base. Slate the turn around, the throw, and it comes out of the glove of Tebow, and he loses it. It's toward second base, can't be found. Coming in to score is Warren from third, and Gore finds himself on base. An unearned run comes in for an RBI for Gore. And now the Central Maine Mustangs lead 6-3 over NHTI here in the top of the 8th. Rolando Rodriguez, the batter. Gore on first. Jenkins' first pitch fastball swung on, missed. Dropped by Slate back there, but Gore holds up and stays at first. This one flied foul behind the fence, behind home plate. And we've got an 0-2 count to Rodriguez. And the 0-2 to Rodriguez. Fastball low. Throw down to first, but Gore's back easily. 1-2 now the count. The 1-2 low again, trying to get him fishing, but instead we move to a 2-2 count. Still trying to get the first out here in the top of the 8th. The Mustangs have a man on first. And Rolando Rodriguez, the right fielder, the batter. The 2-2. Scorched towards shortstop. Diving is Johnston, but he can't make the play, and it reaches left field for a single. The Mustangs now have 2 on with no outs. And up to bat is the leadoff hitter, Jimmy Reid. The 1-0 offering to Jimmy Reid. Taken in for a high strike throw down to second. Close play, but he's back in there safely. Kyle Slate, never afraid to throw down to a base. Doesn't matter if it's first, second, or third. Led the league in pickoffs from a catcher last year. And it looks like there's a balk called. And the runners will advance to second and third. Still no outs here in the top of the 8th. And timeout called as Coach Levine comes out to visit Elias Jenkins. And after the mound meeting, we're ready to go again. Jimmy Reid, the leadoff hitter for the Mustangs, still the batter against Elias Jenkins in a 1-1 count. Mustangs have a man on second and third after the Elias Jenkins balk advanced them. Third pitch of the at-bat to Reid through the wickets of the shortstop, Johnston, and that should score 2 out to center field. Throw into the cutoff, no chance at home. And the Mustangs go up 8-3. Now Zach Mann will be the batter. First pitch, Jimmy Reid takes off for second. That one fouled off toward right field, and Reid will have to return to first. Still no outs here in the 8th inning. And the largest lead of the afternoon has been taken by the Mustangs as they've scored 3 this inning to answer the 2 runs that NHTI put up in the 7th. Fastball there is low but blocked by Slate, and Jimmy Reid will stay at first base. 1-1 the count to Zach Mann. And the pitch here low by Kyle Slate. Jimmy Reid rounds second base, looking to take 2 bases on the pass ball. Throw down, and it's off the mark, and Jimmy Reid hustles in for 2 stolen bases on 1 wild pitch. The 2-1 pitch to man. Strike on the outside corner. And Elias has himself a 2-2 count. Still looking for the first out of the 8th inning. Drops a fastball in there. Diving is the third baseman. Mcdonald can't come up with it. And rounding first, headed for 2 is Man in, standing up with a double and an RBI. And that double keeps the line moving here for the Mustangs. They've still got a man in scoring position, no outs, and now a 9-3 lead over NHTI. And another timeout called, likely a pitching change coming in. Looks like Elias Jenkins and the center fielder, Brent Clunin, are going to trade places here for a pitching change. Colton Frisbee, the 3-hitter, will be the first batter that Clunin has to face. And Clunin's warmed up, ready to go here. Facing off against Colton Frisbee. First one, fastball low, swung on and missed. Frisbee bats with a man on second. As Zach Mann just doubled, Link still working with no outs. That one runs off the plate outside. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 fouled off by Frisbee. And now he's got 2 strikes on him. The 1-2. Low for a ball. And the count is even. Frisbee's grounded out, been walked, and been hit by a pitch so far. And the 2-2. Swung on, missed. Strike three, swinging. And the first batter that Clunin faces as a Lynx is retired by way of the K. And finally, there is an out in the top of the 8th inning. The Lynx have been fighting for that one. They've given up 4 runs so far after recently scoring 2. Clunin's first pitch to Truman. Low and outside for a ball. The NHTI Lynx women's soccer team won their game against Bristol Community College 7-1 just a moment ago. They are now 2-0 on the season as Clunin throws this one in for a strike. 1-1 the count to the cleanup hitter, Caden Truman. And the 1-1 fouled off right side. And Truman is down in a 1-2 count. Timeout called by Truman. And the 1-2 to the cleanup hitter, Clunin fires, and it's a low fastball taken. 2-2, now the count. Runner goes toward third, ball 3 taken, and in standing easily is going to be Zach Mann with a swipe bag. Man on third, 1 down here in the 8th inning, and a full count to Caden Truman. Clunin comes set. And that fastball is in there on the low outside corner. Truman upset with the call as he goes down looking. Clunin's worked through his first 2 batters faced and struck them both out. Came in a spot where there's not a lot of pressure on him as this one got a little bit out of hand earlier in this inning. But he's been impressive. First pitch to Post taken for a ball. Second one watched for a strike by Post, and the count is even. The 1-1 swung on, chopped toward the first base dugout, and the count is now 1-2. Clunin trying to strike out every batter he's faced in his debut inning, but Post spoils that fastball, and the count stays at 1-2. That one runs high and over the head of Slate. Coming in is the runner, Zach Mann. He will score. And Central Maine takes a 10-3 lead. Top of the 8th, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off again by Post. And once more, fouled straight back by Post. In 6 meetings last year, Central Maine got the better of NHTI 5 out of 6 times, as Clunin throws the 2-2 again, and Post fouls it again. The two teams ended with the same record in conference, but Central Maine had definitely gotten the better of NHTI throughout the course of the season. That one swung on and missed. Clunin strikes out his first 3 batters faced as a Lynx. And we head to the bottom of the 8th, and the Lynx trail 10-3. And we're back here in the bottom of the 8th. Central Maine lead 10-3 over NHTI. Keith Hooker still pitching for the Mustangs. Mcdonald, the batter, leading things off here for the Lynx. Following him will be Heniowski, and then Swisher, and Fortier. He watches 2 fastballs go low and finds himself up in the count. McDonald grounds this one over towards Zach Mann at second base. Throws on over to first. And McDonald is retired. And that brings up Teddy again with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. A slow wind up here and a fastball fired low. And another fastball this time, chopped toward the right side, making a spinning play, but the ball popping out of his hand. Zachman unable to recover on that play with a good effort. But still, Teddy Heniowski finds himself on base. And we're going to rule that one a single. Pretty tough play ranging over from man. And the Lynx are going to pinch run here for Teddy. Coming into the game is Ethan Piotrowski. And now Isaac Swisher is the batter. And the first offering, another fastball low for a ball, and advancing easily to second base will be Piotrowski. Isaac Swisher now bats with a man in scoring position. Shows bunt here, gets it down toward the first base side. That'll be good enough to advance the runner. Unable to make the play at first are the Mustangs. And Isaac Swisher with a sacrifice turned into a single. Everyone is safe on the bunt from Isaac Swisher. Laid down beautifully along the first base side. And Garen Post unable to turn around and make the play to his pitcher. Now Matty Fortier bats, or I'm sorry, not Matty Fortier, coming in to hit here is going to be number 7, Ethan May. Swings at the very first pitch, and it'll get by second base. The run comes in as Piotrowski crosses the plate, and the Lynx have back-to-back base knocks, and they've gotten a run back on the Mustangs. Ethan May comes in to his first college at-bat, swings at the very first baseball he sees as a hitter, and puts it through the infield for an RBI base knock. And that brings up number 32, outfielder Connor Stacy. As Sullivan, the catcher, comes out for a quick mound visit, talking things over, letting Keith Hooker know that he's doing okay, and they're still up 10-4 late in this game. They've gotten it out here. A ground ball gets him out of it. But it's definitely NHTI with all the momentum in this inning. And the first pitch to Connor Stacy, off speed, swing, and a miss from Connor Stacy. And he's down 0-1. Swings and misses at a changeup that drops out of the zone, and Stacy is down 0-2. And the 0-2. Fastball runs off the plate for ball one. And with 2 men on here in the 8th, here is the 1-2 from Hooker. Off speed, drops in, strike 3 looking, down goes Connor Stacy, and up comes number 23, Kyle Slate. Kyle Slate takes a fastball to the body, and now the bases are loaded. Coming up to bat is going to be the man who came in to relieve the Lynx of pitching duties, Brent Clunin. And the pitcher, the 9-hitter for the Lynx, here on the 0-0 count, takes strike one.
Hey, Brent. Come on, Brent.
That foul ball runs toward the third base side, caught easily. And once again, the Mustangs make their way out of it, leaving the Lynx with the bases loaded. That puts an end to our 8th frame as we head to the 9th. NHTI still down 10-4.
Hey, here we go, Brent. Here we go.
And we're back here to start the 9th. Now batting the pitcher, Keith Hooker, facing off against Brent Clunin, who has struck out the first 3 batters he's faced as a college baseball player. Throws the first pitch in the dirt for a ball. Second offering, thrown high. 2-0 the count. Clunin working quickly, that fastball in at the feet of Hooker, taken, and 3-0. Now the count. That one off the plate outside, and Keith Hooker works a walk to lead things off here for the Central Maine Mustangs in the 9th. Now up to bat is Shane Sullivan, who's got himself a pair of hits so far in this game. Clunin's first offering thrown in for a strike to Shane Sullivan. Foul tipped into the mitt of Kyle Slate, 1-2, now the count. The hit and run is on, a fly ball out to center field. And there to make the catch is Connor Stacy, sending Keith Hooker back to first base when the hit and run was on. Now Brandon Gore is back up to the plate. The 8-hitter for the Mustangs. He'll try his luck against Clunin with a man on. Clunin on the 0-0 count. Chucks a fastball low of the strike zone for ball number 1. And the 1-0 spoiled, fouled off along the left side. And the 1-1 to Gore. Fastball low taken for ball 2. Pickoff try here. Keith Hooker back, diving. Good move there from Clunin, not quite quick enough to get the base runner. 2-1, still the count here to Gore. And Hooker runs, strike called, throw down. Not quite on the mark. And Hooker's got himself another stolen base. But now there's a man in scoring position for Brendan Gore. 2-2 count with one down here in the top of the 9th. And the offering from Clunin. Fastball fouled right over my head, but I can't make the play. And the 2-2 to Gore. Runner goes again. Ball taken high, pops out of the hand of Slate. We've got a full count as Hooker moves up to third base. And the payoff pitch here to Gore. Weak contact made, but it's in for a base hit. That is enough to score Hooker, and Gore has another single this game. Mustangs now lead 11-4 over the Lynx in the season opener for the fall of 2022. Stepping into bat is Rolando Rodriguez, the right fielder for Central Maine. He'll bat with 1 out, and Brandon Gore on first base. First pitch fastball in the dirt, blocked by Slate, ball number 1. And next offering off speed out in front is Rodriguez. He cuts and misses, 1-1, now the count. Contact with that one, flied out towards center field. Coming in is Connor Stacy, makes the grab, and there are 2 down in the 9th. And the lineup turns over. Stepping up to the plate is number 12, center fielder Jimmy Reid. And he watches an off-speed pitch go by his feet for ball number 1. And that one's just inside for ball 2. Ball 3 to Reid. He's been walked twice and has an RBI single. And the 3-0 pitch looked at for a low strike. Good pitch by Clunin. Runner goes. Reid swings up the middle towards second base. Johnston handles it over to first. And the side is retired. The Lynx head toward the bottom of the 9th. They're going to be chasing 7 runs as the Mustangs lead the Lynx 11-4. Bottom of the 9th set to be underway here. NHTI versus Central Maine. NHTI's top of the order will lead things off here. It's Richie Tebow, who's gotten 2 base hits so far in this game, as well as grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch comes in from Keith Hooker. Curveball that apparently got the outside corner. And that's strike number 1. Richie Tebow grounds down to first base for the first out of the bottom of the 9th. That brings up Cole Johnston, who is 0 for 4 tonight, still looking for his first hit of the season. Curveball in the dirt, taken for ball number 1. Score is 11-4, Central Maine lead. They've gotten 11 hits today. The Lynx have gotten 8 to score their 4 runs. As the 1-0 count is thrown in for ball number 2. That one bloops in over the first baseman's head, and Cole Johnston has his first base knock of the season. Just a little flare into right field. That brings up Josh Mcdonald, who's got a single so far in this game. Hooker's first pitch, an off-speed one that does not find the zone, misses high for ball number 1. Second offering of the at-bat to McDonald. Fastball gunned in for a strike, 1-1 the count. And the 1-1. Fastball high, taken for a ball, 2-1. Pickoff trying the Johnston over there at first, but he's back there easily. Still 2-1 the count to McDonald. Fastball laced towards second. And they will go for the 4-6-3 double play. And that is the final 11-4. Central Maine Mustangs beat NHTI Lynx through 9 innings in the fall opener. On camera today was Tyler Lovely. I've been Berkeley Stevens. We will see you for the next game.